rain-soaked Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Green, 39! Green! All right, now, look at 56.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll look to throw here. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And a loose football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sets.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Able to break the tackle is Michael. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. Partner, we saw these Dolphins jump off sides a bunch last year, but that's not unusual for those guys like Sue who want to get that quick start into the offensive backfield, and they do make a lot of plays doing that.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Now it's Luck. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Here we go now.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Ajayi. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And this is caught. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 43 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football.
He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Nick Jacobs punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. And the wideout in motion. They go to Michael again. And now running right through him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking on the midfield logo. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So now here come the Dolphins. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mendoza. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. He'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. They'll fake it. Now Locke. Complete to the tight end, Jason Morrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Buying time to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a give. Michael running left. Oh, nice move. And he's brought down. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, after those plays, the offense coordinator has to feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance a little bit. How does he set up, and what does he plan for on the next play? Is there a tendency there he can lock in on and maybe set his defensive call?
Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by C.O. Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways
to take the ball away from the other team.
That good for 19 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. To throw on second down is Locke. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On second down, here's Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. Locke is sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead, not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him that his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full play.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A shotgun snap for Locke. Letting one go deep for a noon walk. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Hilton goes in motion right. 3rd and long. It's Locke. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score, and the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Over. Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Thomas. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They run again with Michael. Room here to run. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third down, it's Michael. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get acty if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened.
And he coughed it up. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 77 yards. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this one through the uprights and good. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll try Michael on the right side. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
From the gun on third down, Love. And he's got a new one. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Luck on first down. Steps away to his left. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down. On first down, it's Love. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now a give. It's Michael. And some room to maneuver. He's got daylight. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kristen Michael, his first touchdown in a Colts uni. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And over the middle, this is Parker. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. 23 yards on the play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dominique Easley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Shotgun. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, 59 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And some space here. And they are finally going to stop him, but what a return. All the way to the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. So they're going to go for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
2nd down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now a handoff. It's Christian Michael. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down. From the gun, here's Locke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Michael, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the fourth. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And he's got some space here.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They'll run it here with Michael. Michael. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. A win would be their first of the young season. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On the carry, Michael. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Throwing now, Luck. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. On the ground, it's Michael. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Luck now to throw. Anunu's got it. Complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the run, this is Michael. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Indianapolis, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the one-point victory here in the opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.